Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is my review of the BioLite Campstove 2. Really cool company. They specialize in helping out rural areas like on the continent of Africa and stuff like that, where clean cooking, with less smoke and toxins and electricity is rare. They have a cook stove for those areas where people can actually charge their phones instead of walking miles into town and stuff like that, and they can have healthier environment. So who's checking out the box real quick? We're gonna do an unpacking with everything on the box. It includes the charging devices, a flex light, which is 100 lumen. That all works off the USB. It's got 3-watt power output. We're just gonna go over the box here real quick. Turn fire and electricity with thermoelectrics. You can look at their website to see how that works better. It's pretty cool. Basically what happens is, as it builds up heat, the sensor up, there's a rod that'll turn on, starts the fan up, starts charging up the battery, gets everything cooking and stuff. Stats on the back, it says 2600 mAh battery, 3 watts of peak power. We're going to test this out. Weight 2.06 pounds. I think that's just the battery itself. I hate it when companies try to put a lighter weight on there. It's really not that light. Included in the box is your BioLite Campstove 2, BioLite Flex Light, stuff sack, micro USB cable, fire starter instructions. It says boil time from 1 liter is 4.5 minutes. Honestly, that depends on your elevation, and also you have to factor in the time it takes to get the actual fire started and get it going. It's not going to be like a propane or butane or white gas stove where you just crank it up and start rolling. So the new one compared to the Campstove 1, it's supposed to put 50% more power out. 3 LED dashboard. One is your basically like your heat level, your fan level, and then the onboard battery, how much life is in that. All right, so we'll get to unboxing and see what this thing's all about. Like a kid in a candy store. I don't like reading instructions or just trying to open things nicely. So that's gone. The box itself, when I got it home, weighed 3.06 or somewhere, 3.6 ounces. So definitely heavy. Oh yeah, it comes with a little fire starter. That's cool. There's your USB cable. This is the camp light, a 100 lumen light. You just touch the back of it right here to turn it on and off. Pretty cool. Alright, and then here's your instruction packet and your warranty. Let's see here. Yeah, that's just the registration and stuff. Instructions. Ha! I'm a dude. We don't read instructions. Get all this out of here. Really nicely packaged. Alright, this will be the stuff sack for it. Here's the battery. Like I said, it's 2600 mAh. Fully charged, you're looking at 2600 mAh probably. Depending on the size of your phone or what you're charging, looking at between 1 and 2 charges. That's if it's fully up. That's not if you're just plugged in. It might take a long time to get that, if you even get that high. Pretty cool looking. Not that heavy. Let's see here. So this is everything we got right here. Battery pack. This is your stove setup. Nicely made. We're going to test with a couple different pots to see how it fits on there too. Got the light, cable, and starter. I got my own starter I like to use, but I'm going to keep hold of this. You never know. Alright, so check it out. We're going to do a quick weigh-in real quick of each piece. I'm kind of an ounce counter. I don't like to carry extra weight if I don't have to. I don't know if you'll see the scale, but I can see it and I'll let you know what it is. Okay, so we'll go for just the stove first. Nothing else on it. in ounces. The stove is weighing in at 1 pound 1 ounce, or 1 pound 0.01 ounce. Battery, is 1 pound 0.01. Really cool. I thought that was heavier than that. Okay. The light itself, 1 ounce 0.65. And the USB cable that it came with. I mean, you could always use your own. There's all different lengths. You never know. That's at 0.4. So that all combined, you got 2 pounds. 2 pounds 5. A little over 2.5 pounds. I wonder if I could pile it all on here. Not good, yeah. I can stick it all in there together. Let's see what the whole setup weighs. So that'd be, let's put this on there. 2 pounds, 2.8 ounces for without taking the light. So you can add another 1.65 on top of that. That's really not as bad. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. I still don't think I would take it long distance backpacking, like through hiking or something like that. Considering I have a titanium wood stove that weighs 4 ounces. So that's 1.75 pounds off right there. But we'll go for the assembly and see how this thing works here. So what you do is you're going to pull the legs out on it. Leave this third leg with the orange part on there. The orange matches up to the battery pack. This right here is your thermal sensor. This is what heats up and turns the fan on, which is right here. When it gets hot enough, it starts charging the batteries. So that goes right into the hole there. Put the base right into it and then click the leg over and boom. You're done. Pretty cool. Really pretty cool. I like that. Just make things a little bit different. Instead of just using dry sticks like everybody else did, I soaked a bunch of sticks overnight and then stuck them in the freezer because I live in Colorado, so most of my hiking and backpacking and camping is in the wintertime. I want to see how this thing works with wet and frozen sticks. So let me go get those. We'll check it out. Real quick before we check it out, I want to show you, I got 2 different pots here that I typically use. This is my go-to pot right here. It's an MSR titanium. I believe it's, I don't remember what size it was. I think it was 700 liters or milliliters, I mean. But with the scalloped edges here, it will hold it. But you know, if you got liquid in there or something like that, if you barely move, I mean, it's right on the ends. I don't know how well that would do. So I wouldn't use this with that. Then I have my MSR pot. This is a 1.3 liter. Love this thing. It's really cool. That would fit on there perfectly. The thing about these stoves, when they're scalloped like this, in order to keep feeding it, you do have to keep removing your pot and putting it back on there. But we'll see how this works. I'm gonna go get my frozen sticks and we'll play around a little bit. Got my buddy out here helping me out, huh, buddy? Yes, you are. All right, so I got my sticks. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Could be an epic fail. I mean, I soaked them and then froze them. So we'll check it out and see how well it works. Let's see. And I like to use, I get these little, no, buddy, don't take my sticks. That's a Aquila, everybody, just in case. See, my boy. He likes to help out with all this stuff. He's into all the camping and backpacking. I got these little doodads, Wet Fire. Got them off, stop it. Got them off Amazon. They work awesome. One cube, they don't weigh anything on 1 cube. Last time I measured it was like, what was it? It was 6 minutes of burn time. Oh yeah, they're nice and frozen and stuck together. It does have a fairly deep pot, so you don't have to break them up super tiny, but obviously you don't want them sticking up over the scallops because that's where you're gonna have your pot, so might be a little tough that way. I'm gonna do a top-down burn. So everybody, all the videos I've seen on this say, you know, you need to make sure you use dry sticks, but that's not always the conditions you're in. mean, when I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, man, it rained like crazy, especially once we got up into Vermont. So you never know when you're gonna have dry sticks. So it's good to test stuff out in somewhat the same conditions that you would have while you're out there. Being that not everything in the woods gets sunlight, not everything is dry, not everything is available for you, so you have to make do with what you've got. I'm gonna keep filling this puppy up. I got plenty of room. And then we'll get it started here. Let's see. What's up, buddy? I know you want some of these sticks, don't you? There you go. You want this stick? Here you go, bub. There you go. Frozen stick for you. There you go, Sam. I got a couple pups out here, so let them have a stick and have some fun. Beautiful day out here in Colorado.